What is up, you guys? My name is Bella. You might know me as JS, and today we're gonna start the fun little adventure where my friends from TikTok pay me to build them computers because I am just obsessed with PCs. I've built 2 of my own computers. I worked at Best Buy selling computers, and then I went to college to study computer engineering. Nerd! Today we are building none other than Eva Cudmore's PC. They were talking to me about how they really want to get into Twitch streaming but just don't have a computer, and so I tried to explain to them like, oh, building a computer is not really that hard, it's like Legos, but then I nerded out just a little bit and just went on this whole tech tangent that probably overwhelmed them, and they were just like, can you build it for me? And I was like, of course, I am so excited for this build. Before we start, make sure you drop a like and hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know down in the comments which TikToker you would like to see come to Twitch, and maybe I can make that dream happen. All right, and for those of you who are actually interested in what's gonna be inside the PC, all the PC parts, here we go. We got the Ryzen 5 5600X. It's a 3.7 gigahertz 6-core processor. That's gonna go really nicely with the MSI B5500A Pro motherboard. Then we're using Corsair's Vengeance 2 sticks of 16 gigabytes, so 32 gigabytes total of DDR4 RAM. I found this really cool white water cooler. When I did my PC, I actually had to paint the water cooler. So I found this nice white one that has a V on it for Eva, kinda, not really. I thought it was cool, but yeah. And then we got the Radeon RX 6600 XT. I've never used an AMD graphics card before, and I'm kind of excited. We're gonna be using a 650 watt power supply from Corsair, and all that is gonna go inside the Fantex Eclipse case that Eva picked out herself. I personally think this is gonna be beautiful as fuck. All right, I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself for the next 4 to 8 hours of just building a computer. I'm excited for it, but like, oh my God, I remember doing this last time and like it took forever. It's gonna be good though. And also, I'm not very good at like aesthetic PC builds, so it's probably just gonna be a really quick time lapse of just the important pieces. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you leave a like. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, go.
First things first, we're gonna take the back panel off of this PC by unscrewing it, which is gonna be a very common theme throughout this. Unscrewing and screwing things. Now we're gonna take off this front glass panel. I'm trying to be very careful with it because I've seen some horror stories on the internet about people shattering this thing, and I don't want that to happen. Then we're just gonna pick it up and put it right back down. And there was this cool box right here that was filled with screws that I lost so many times throughout the night. Now we got these fans, we're gonna change them out, make sure they're all the white RGB fans. We got 6 of them, I believe, and they're optimized for the airflow. And we got the motherboard. This thing is so fragile. Every time I mess around with the motherboard, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna drop this thing, but look at me just going for it, dropping it right in there. And now we are going to screw it in. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're just screwing the motherboard in. I told you it was gonna be a common theme. Screwing? Yeah. Now we're doing the CPU. Trying to be careful with this thing too, because if I bend just like one of these tiny little pins in the back, the whole thing is fucked. Well, okay, there's me making a TikTok out of this, you know, as you do, being a content creator. This is kind of embarrassing. I don't know why I put this in here, but now we're putting on the RAM. Now we're gonna put in the RAM. You have to push on these a lot harder than you think you have to, and every time I think I'm gonna break it. Oh, I put it backwards. Okay, that's cool. Pushing that in makes the computer go fast. Putting on thermal paste now, recording a TikTok at the same time. A little bit of smearing, get it all around, and then the camera messed up, so I didn't get to show this part, but now we have the CPU cooler inside. It's water cooling, it's white, it's look so cool. Now we're doing the storage. Okay, this is M.2 1 terabyte, so it's like a lot of storage that works really fast. I have an M.2, they're great. I don't see why anybody would ever have a hard drive ever again after these things exist. Now we're doing the power supply to power the computer, and it has so many cables. It's literally just a mess of spaghetti cables, and I'm awful at cable management organization, but like I tried my best. Here is that. It's awful, but like I said, it's my best, so don't give me too much shit. Now we're putting in the graphics card. Graphics card is the part that lets you play video games. This is the beefiest beef of the beef. So we're gonna just snap this in. It's so pretty. I don't know what's taking me so long, but you just have to push that. Yeah, good job. Now you're just gonna snap it in. Just do it. Oh, I forgot to like take out the side pieces to actually let it go in. It's awkward. Now we're screwing it in, and it's good. It looks amazing. All right, so I got the GPU. All right, we got the GPU plugged in. Everything looks so good. Now we're gonna test it and hit the power button. Wish me luck. Okay, maybe I should turn the PC on. Wish me luck. Fuck.
A few moments later.
Let's go! Alright, so now I have the computer on the floor plugged into one of my monitors, getting Windows set up, and I'm probably gonna bring this over to Eva tomorrow once I clean up the cables and all that, and it's gonna be so exciting. Computers, bet. I need to go to bed. Alright guys, so it's about a week later. I gave Eva her PC, she set it up, and she loves it. Here is the final result.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money.
I really enjoyed this build, so I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, be sure to drop a like and make sure you subscribe if you're new, and also be sure you turn on that notification bell because next week I'm going to be uploading me building my boyfriend Maddie's computer. We built it, I built it last night, but the video will go up on Saturday. Hopefully it's better than this one. I had a couple of technical difficulties with the camera, but I think I figured it out for the most part. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.